Welcome back into Fox Weather. We have video coming in from the severe weather outbreak so far this afternoon and evening time. This is Marion, Minnesota. You can hear the tornado sirens off in the distance. You can also hear the wind and it sounds like a little bit of hail that's coming down from this vantage point. Now you could tell that tornado was on the ground for a while. Concerns about the damage there at the surface. We do have multiple reports of damage there in southern Minnesota. But this has been an ominous day because it hasn't been just the tornadic conditions. It has also been the damaging wind event and large hail. Look at this as they kind of zoom in. Notice that debris. How many hundreds of feet in the air that is getting carried and carried miles away. As you zoom in on that, those are not birds flying. It actually looks like metal siding. That is very concerning. Now you're listening to Rochester, Minnesota. This was the middle of the afternoon. You're hearing Haley Meyer. She's describing what is unfolding. This is a rope tornado. Sadly, we do have video out of Rochester from the surface in the aftermath of this with extensive damage. And what you're looking at with this is a DOT camera miles away, shaking because of the intense wind from this distance. Now notice, as this plays out even further, look at all the damage that was done at the surface. That tornado looked like a little rope tornado, and then you see what it's like in the path of it. Heartbreaking, truly gut-wrenching for these families, right? You think about it, it's a Friday afternoon. It's been a week of a lot of violent weather, and you're just hoping you can get through another round without any damage. And as they zoom in, either side of this road took that extensive damage. And so major trees collapsed. Get another vantage point. This was early evening time now. We're in Rockford, Illinois. That's the northern side of the state, where you have Brandon Kopic. He's set up his camera. There's a cone tornado. This one's over farmland. We had our entire team here, Corey and Haley. They are all able to capture this one. They all said the same thing. They said this is very remote. I hope that it stays there. But I tell you, within a matter of 2 minutes of that same tornado, you couldn't see it anymore, not because it lifted, but because of the intense rain. Let's take you back to Rochester, Minnesota. A different vantage point of that tornado. Just look at the intensity of that. This is Rockford, Illinois. As you're watching the evolution, this is a time lapse. Look at this. Is what, whenever you hear me barking about mid-level rotation, a wall cloud, what does that look like? This is what they should put in every single meteorological lesson of atmospheric science. They should just show you what mid-level rotation is and how that just produced a tornado. That was a wall cloud that just produced that tornado. Then this is the moment as we look at Rock County, Wisconsin, as you had, southern Wisconsin. We talk about the trees that are swaying and look at all the sparks and then the power surge. This happened 4 or 5 times from Haley Meyer and Jared Maloney as they were in the Fox Weather Beast. So something that we were watching play out. Take a listen, though, to the reaction of this.
I am inside the tornado. Yep, we are under a big mesovortex circ. We need to get out of here. Look at those vortices.
So you're hearing Brandon Kopic reacting to the multiple vortices there and the tornado siren off in the distance. You can hear the intense wind whipping there. And it happens so quickly. Look at the trees on the other side of the road, right? Where they're whipping around. You don't know when that's going to snap or if the branches are as well. But how quickly all of this unfolds. It's just a matter of moments. And why? Yeah, now you're looking at the debris that's flying horizontal. It's not being dragged. It's literally going 15 feet off the ground and flying. Now look at this. Another vortice appears out of nowhere and just weed whackers right through, and it's a buzzsaw into these trees. Now you got flying debris that's coming in. You can see Brandon, of course, has quick reaction time, reversing it quickly. The other storm tracker coming in, more debris. As that continues to swirl through the trees and then exit back out onto the road. We do have the tornado watches that continue on. Over 24 million people in that. We still have major cities that have yet to see the action. And that's what's important, is that maybe today has been relatively quiet for you, but you need to stay weather aware. And what I want to do is just time this out for you as we watch this main line that comes through. When you're looking at this, this is going to be Central Time. There's a lot that's going to unfold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you from the northern line down to the southern side. Because remember, the northern line is where you could have a low vorticity, rotation, and tornadic conditions. Notice the timestamp, 10 p.m. local time, likely clearing out of Milwaukee, but likely on the doorstep of Chicago. And I was talking with Ari. He was saying, hey, I'm getting prepped with Chris tonight. Looks like you're going to have a lot of tornadoes, and then ours is going to turn linear, and we could have another QLCS that blasts through Chicago again this week. Meaning a QLCS is a line, a quasi-linear convective system that has notches embedded in that, and those could do quick spin-ups. Now, it's not just Chicago. Of course, that's the big populace. But again, who emerges on this? Kankakee, where they have dealt with an EF3 tornado already earlier in the season. As we continue to stay zoomed in on this, when does it start to clear for Chicago? Roughly right around midnight. That's when maybe you just have light rainfall, but now it's blasting through South Bend and out towards Kalamazoo. All right, so we're going to bring it back in time, and what I want to do is actually back out and show you, again, the southern side of this, because that was the tornadic risk. Now, as we get towards these areas like St. Louis and out towards central Missouri, when does it knock on your doorstep? Notice this is 9:30 p.m. local time. There's a reason why for St. Louis you have until 11 p.m. for a tornado watch. Here's 11 p.m. and you have isolated storms that are still coming in, whether it's southern Illinois, out towards eastern Missouri, or those areas even further to the south in the Ozarks, where you have these lone renegade storms that continue on. It does look like once you enter into Saturday morning, you lose that heat at the surface. That's when it starts to really start to wane. So hopefully right around midnight, major improvements across the Midwest, because look at what we've already seen so far. Over 330 reports in this event, and we have hours to go. I want to bring you in to some of those bigger cities. Kiana's been watching those storm reports, and truly, Kansas City was one that it was like a whirlwind event in a matter of moments today.
Kansas City, I mean, they got every impact that was up across the board. We had flooding. That was a big deal in Kansas City. And as a result, unfortunately, we did have a couple of water rescues earlier in the day, as well as cars that were stalled along a major interstate. Now, Kansas City is a city that has over 2 million people that live in the metro, right? So they all have been dealing with these storms that came blasting through. Big winds, 70-mile-per-hour winds. At one point in time through the afternoon, even a brief tornado that touched down. And then you were mentioning St. Louis. That's another city that had their fair share of some storms a bit earlier in the day, and that has already knocked out powers. We had a couple of wind damage reports that came through a power line that was snapped there as well. So those reports or power outages, I should say, are trying to pick back up north and about west of the city. Haven't seen any to the south just yet, but you mentioned that they still have that coming through later tonight. Here's some of the top hail reports, because that was, I think, another little sneaky part of this storm system. We had some pretty big hail in areas like Illinois and Oklahoma. I mean, teacup size, baseball size, tennis ball size, all the way from Wisconsin through Oklahoma and into Illinois with the top reports. And then the winds, as I mentioned, I think the top wind right now is 70, but there's 4 cities, Kansas, Missouri, and Illinois. Those are the states that saw about 70-mile-per-hour winds with this.